You are watching Market Watch, the brief overview of the key events from the world of finance. Germany has already reported inflation for April, and now all attention will focus on data on changes in the growth rate of the Producer Price Index in the United States. In fact, a series of important macroeconomic reports from the United States begins today. An unexpected increase in inflation, as well as an increase in producer prices, can become a really strong bearish fundamental factor for the stock market. This is a negative scenario that can have significant consequences in the long term. If inflation starts to gain momentum or at least hangs at the current level for a long time, the Federal Reserve will not be able to reduce the key interest rate. In this case, the probability of a so-called soft landing for the world's largest economy will significantly decrease. After all, a high interest rate makes borrowing expensive for businesses and the public, which in turn increases the likelihood of a crisis forming. It is difficult to determine which sector of the economy will become the weak link, but analysts often drew attention to problems not only in the commercial real estate market, but also in the banking sector. Therefore, the range of negative scenarios is very wide, and their probability increases as inflation increases. Another important macroeconomic release may be the publication of the monthly OPEC+ report. If investors once again see an optimistic forecast for changes in demand in 2024 and 2025, then demand for oil may increase. But it is also necessary to take into account data on changes in the Producer Price Index, which will be released an hour and a half after the publication of the OPEC report. The growth of the Producer Price Index is negative for the U.S. economy, therefore, it may put pressure on oil prices. At the same time, it is important to remember that a more significant release will be the Consumer Price Index in the United States, the publication of which is scheduled for Wednesday. Shifting to the cryptocurrency market, we will also talk about the upcoming publication of inflation data in the United States. After all, this fundamental factor remains the key at the moment. At the same time, the so-called meme tokens provided short-term support to the market. Heath Gill's return to social media on Sunday led to an increase in prices for a wide range of crypto meme tokens. Some of the newly created tokens have increased in price by more than 1,500%. Since their trading volumes were in the tens of millions of dollars, it can be assumed that the market reaction may be short-term. That's all I have. Follow the news carefully and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.